What's up guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another week and another all-new Star Wars video, this time a little later this week, but still breaking down anything and everything from the galaxy far, far away. As a follow-up to last week's video on Mitra Surik, I wanted to dive in and explore the origins of Kreia, aka Darth Traya, one of the titular Sith Lords from Knights of the Old Republic 2, and in my opinion, one of the most compelling characters to ever appear in the Star Wars universe. The Kreia twist is one of the most underrated video game reveals of all time. The cryptic and morally questionable old master who helped the Jedi exile rediscover her connection to the Force for her own reasons, of course, before turning on her new Padawan. When her plan was finally revealed that she was truly a Sith Lord named Darth Traya and was planning on using Mitra and her status as a wound in the Force to destroy it, the Force itself, once and for all. But her origin before the game is even more interesting still. Kreia was once a Jedi Master herself, an archivist for the Order, relying on meditation and unraveling the universe's many mysteries and puzzling students with metaphysical and ontological questions about the nature of life and really reality itself. Over the years, she taught countless young Jedi, shaping them and helping to guide them on their paths, but one stood out in particular and would impact her life and the galaxy on an unprecedented level: Revan. Training Revan with her unique and curious view of the Force and Jedi teaching, she helped mold the powerful Padawan into a well-respected Jedi Knight. Though he had left her training long by the time of the Mandalorian Wars, he still sought her advice on what to do, eventually choosing to defy the Council and go to war. Revan wasn't Kreia's only student that went to war, though. Many of the Jedi that followed him into the Mandalorian Wars had spent at least some time under her tutelage before leaving for the war and ultimately falling to the dark side or otherwise walking away from the Order. Looking for answers and, more honestly, someone to blame, that trend was too much for the Jedi Council to ignore. They exiled Kreia from the Jedi Order and denounced her teachings for their role in the Jedi Civil War. Without the Order she'd known all her life, Kreia began to doubt and second-guess her teachings. Searching for answers herself, she followed in the footsteps of her former student, tracing his path to Malachor V, where she found Traius Academy, an ancient Sith temple housing the Sith's deepest and darkest secrets. Picking up where her former Padawan had left off, she assumed control of his remaining Sith forces. Putting together her own plan, she began to search for wounds in the Force, breaches in the otherwise omnipresence of the Force caused by traumatic events. That search led her to two new apprentices: Sion, a shattered and almost unkillable man holding his body together with sheer rage and the power of the dark side, and Nihilus, a being that fed on the Force. Together, the three formed a new Sith Triumvirate, with Kreia at its head. The Sith way, though, is one of constant conflict and battling for dominance. The students eventually overthrew their master, with Nihilus as the new leader, stripping their master of her connection to the Force, but leaving her alive, interestingly. At her lowest point, Kreia formed a new plan, one that would strike back at both the Jedi and the Sith. She would seek out another former Padawan, Mitra Surik, the Jedi exile. Using Surik's almost innate ability to create Force bonds with other beings, Kreia would create another larger wound in the Force that would deafen the entire galaxy. Of course, their relationship would grow and become more complicated over the course of the game, as the two former Jedi stripped of the Force regained their connections together and grew even stronger with the help of one another, albeit ultimately on different paths. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the video and what you think of these Knights of the Old Republic themed videos in general, and if you like them, we might just keep making them. But that's going to do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.